So we've got our back pad on Wally. We're going to go ahead and start with phase 2 of this set of videos. Today we're going to add a bit to the process. I like to use a Chiffney bit. You can get those from Ozark. They're really simple bits. They're circular. They don't pull through their mouth. You can go with a very expensive high-end cord as a head stall, tied off with a slip knot. And all we're going to do is we're going to add this to him today. Try to be gentle. We're just going to, his is already adjusted to him, but adjust it. Unlike a riding horse, you want it just a little lower in his mouth. The reason I like the Chiffneys is we're going to add a string to it back here, and it allows them to have free movement with their head going from side to side. It doesn't lock them in. Bit doesn't pull through their mouth. He's had this before, so he's a little quieter, and he's kind of used to it. So we're going to go ahead and add the string today. With the string, all we're going to do is tie him back. It'll give him the freedom to go side by side, but it's also going to keep his head tucked so he learns to give to the bit. We'll tie off, and that's part of the reason I like the Mose Miller work harnesses is because of all the rings you have. And we're just going to tie him to a higher ring, less pressure. We'll tie him to the other side. And what we're going to do, we're not going to tie him. The ring could go all the way back to his neck, or you can loosen it up a little bit. If you loosen it up about an inch or two from his neck, then that makes it so that he is correcting himself and he can bounce on it. If he stretches too far, he can bounce back on it. And what I like to do is let them play in their stalls. The first few times, let them play in their stalls. Now, don't leave them unattended, especially if you have stalls with buckets or toys like Wally likes. Wally likes the lickets, by the way. And just if you notice he's given kind of soft in the mouth, working the bit. And we want them to work the bit. If they just stand there and hang and don't work their tongue, well, I'll show you some other things on down the line that can help with that. But we want him to work the bit. He's used to getting treats, so we can give him treats behind the vertical, and it will actually teach him on his own to get off that bit. At this point in time, he won't know how to go forward. So if I took him out into the round pen and did this, all he's going to do is turn circles. So we're going to leave him in here, let him get used to it, and we'll just spend the afternoon, the last 15, 20 minutes, just letting him tip and get used to it on his own. But stay with him so that he doesn't get hung up on buckets or anything in his stall. If you want, take stuff out. You can leave him stay outside the stall and watch. But just let him kind of work himself. If he starts bending and understanding where that goes, you can always tighten him up a little bit just by tying another slip knot on your back pad. There we go. We just let him play with that for 10 or 15 minutes. And you can do this several days. Some horses will take to it right away, and some horses it'll take quite a while. Like I said, the Chiffney bit's nice because they can bend either way. They have the freedom. Oh well. They have the freedom to turn, scratch, but it doesn't lock them in like a set of side checks would. Easy, buddy. Easy, buddy. Next time you come back, we'll go ahead and put him in the round pen and we'll show you the basics. Thanks. Have a great day.